Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to explore 6 best turntables that are making waves in the world of vinyl and DJing. Whether you're into spinning tracks or simply love the sound of vinyl, these turntables offer something special. From budget-friendly options to high-end gear, we've got a little bit of everything for every kind of music lover. So, if you're looking to upgrade your setup or just curious about what's out there, this video is for you. Stick around as we break down the features, pros, and cons of each turntable. Let's get right into it.
This video is presented you by Trusty Picks.
When shopping for a turntable, it's important to consider several key factors to ensure you make the right choice for your needs. Here are some things to keep in mind. Determine how much you're willing to spend. Entry-level turntables are more affordable, while high-end models offer better sound quality and features. Setting a clear budget will help you find the best option within your price range. Choose between belt drive and direct drive. Belt drive offers quieter operation and better sound for audiophiles, while direct drive is more durable and ideal for DJs due to its consistent speed. Look for essential features like a built-in preamp or Bluetooth connectivity for easier setup. If you're an audiophile, consider models that allow for upgrades like cartridges and stylus replacements. By considering these factors, you can find a turntable that perfectly matches your style, needs, and budget. Happy spinning. Number 6. Denon DP-3000f. The Denon DP-3000f is a gorgeous turntable that sounds just as good as it looks. As we wrote in our review, if all you want is to listen to your records and not have to worry about queuing, premature needle wear, or digitizing your records, the Denon DPF should be at the top of your list. The DP-3000f's features get you listening to your vinyl records as soon as possible, instead of having to fiddle with complicated counterweights, tone arm setups, and manual queuing. Granted, the included DSN-85 cartridge isn't winning any awards for precision and exacting accuracy, but nevertheless, it manages to make your music sound airy and reasonably detailed, delivering good performance for the price. You'll need to spend a lot more cash to hear much more detail. While the DP-3000f lacks the USB outputs of some of the best turntables listed here, it's still a great starting turntable for anyone who doesn't want to manually cue their albums or who has a habit of falling asleep while listening to music. The Denon's automatic start-stop feature means your needle won't be worn down at the end of the record, as the arm immediately returns when an album is done. Number 5. House of Marley Revolution. Look, it would be wrong to suggest that this plucky budget belt-driven deck can challenge the best. It cannot. But good starter deck that's easy to use and sounds decent without breaking the bank? The House of Marley Revolution is emphatically that, and with an added shot of sustainable style that makes it highly lovable, not to mention one of the best value Bluetooth turntables we've tested. The Revolution sets itself apart from your average budget turntable's plastic build, apart from the platter, which is plastic, but it works very well. In fact, there's a reassuring weight to the build overall. The chosen, largely sustainable materials lend it a quality feel which is impressive given the cost. The base is wrapped in recycled fabric, and the distinctive bamboo plinth is a lovely thing to set down in your chosen listening spot. It comes pre-calibrated out of the box, so setting it up is as simple as putting the felt mat on the platter and attaching the counterweight to the tone arm. You can push the Bluetooth button for wireless pairing, or wire it up the more traditional way. It's all outrageously straightforward. Naturally, this plug-and-play approach won't suit purists, but it makes for a stress-free feeling that's ideal for first-timers. The Revolution isn't the kind of deck that needs to be paired with high-end separates from hi-fi's biggest names. For he picky listener, there's also much to pick at, but bear in mind the price. Mids can come of a little muddy, and you could hear some distortion in the treble on occasion. That said, the sound is more than zealous enough for casual listening, with a refreshing weight to the low end especially. Number 4. Fluance RT81. The Fluance RT81 is an excellent beginner turntable. The reason? It's simple to set up and use for newbies, but as you'd expect, you can level up the cartridge to squeeze even more performance out of it later on. You don't need to worry about getting a separate phono preamp either, as there's one built in, but you can turn that off if you want to use a more powerful external preamp in the future. We really enjoyed this turntable sound during testing, but we did encounter a few issues. The Fluance RT81's promised auto-off feature turns the platter off to prevent excessive needle wear, which is good, but you still have to return the arm to its resting place yourself. You'll also have to manually cue records, which isn't a deal breaker by any means, but may put off anyone looking for a fully automatic player. If that's you, the Denon DP-3000f, also in this guide, is a great choice for a fully automated vinyl experience. Then again, if you want a more high-end performance from the get-go, take a look at the Pro-Ject Carbon Evo at the top of our guide. Then again, the Fluance remains a viable shout. As we wrote in our review, if you want a turntable that just works, looks good, and can be upgraded later, the Fluance RT81 is the turntable for you. Number 3. Cambridge Audio Alva TTV2. If you're looking for a top-performing turntable, the Cambridge Audio Alva TTV2 is tough to beat. You get a built-in phono stage so it can be connected directly to an amp or active speakers, but it's switchable, so you can use your own high-end solution if you have one. It also includes Bluetooth for sending sound directly to headphones or a wireless speaker, and it's aptX HD Bluetooth, so you get more detail. The device's tone arm features anti-skate as well as counterweight adjustment and has a detachable head shell for ease of cartridge replacement. It's pre-fitted with a cartridge, of course, a high-output Cambridge Audio moving coil option. Inevitably, we found that it does sound its best through some great wired components than even the best top-tier Bluetooth headphones. However, we did still get that rich, vinyl sound wirelessly, and with greater clarity and precision than from cheaper Bluetooth turntables. As we said in our review, the Alva TTV2 is a deft, smooth, and insightful listen. A little short of dynamic headroom, but very long indeed on detail retrieval, tonal balance, and generously engaging sound. It might be the best in the list for high-performing audio and specs, but it isn't the prettiest or most elegant model. This turntable's aesthetic could best be described as functional. It is designed to look like a turntable, albeit a nicely constructed one. A hefty chassis is topped by a tactile aluminum plinth, but the build quality is classy. The Alva TTV2 isn't the most forthright or dynamically agile deck around for those who like oodles of attack, but it is way more convenient than the norm, and it's also a turntable that's able to hold its head high in pure performance terms too. If you want a deck packed with clever and useful tech that delivers an easy listen most music lovers will find enjoyable, it's a great value investment. Number 2. Audio-Technica AT-LP70XBT. The Audio-Technica AT-LP70XBT is our top budget choice. It replaces the Audio-Technica AT-LP60XBT that came before it, and is a little pricier, making it the top end of budget. But in our books, it's still the best affordable choice, especially for beginner vinyl enthusiasts who want to get up and running with little fuss. Setting it up is easier than ever. This is a plug-and-play device that's been pre-calibrated, meaning you get easy playback. You can then listen either wired or wirelessly, and there's seamless Bluetooth connectivity if that's what you choose. Although some cheaper players have underpowered motors, the AT-LP70XBT is belt-driven with a motor that's not only strong but quiet too. Don't expect the impeccable premium sound of pricier options. But what you do get is an audio performance that outperforms many other budget options. In our review, we wrote, "It scores highly here for its impressive stability, surprising depth, and otherwise clear voice. The pre-installed at VMN95C stylus is responsible for the smooth playback. But you're also able to switch the stylus out for another Audio-Technica needle, which is handy and mostly unheard of with budget turntables. The design of the AT-LP70XBT is slinkier and more minimal than its predecessor, the AT-LP60XBT, with some features, control buttons, and switches hidden away. However, it does have both a fixed cartridge system and a fixed weight tone arm, which is expected at this price. It's also lightweight with a plastic chassis, which is handy for moving about, but does mean you'll need to be careful with it. If you want an affordable and simple setup, the Audio-Technica AT-LP70XBT is a great value choice that outperforms many other budget options. Its flourishes and improvements over the previous entry-level option make it a solid and enjoyable device, especially for anyone considering their first turntable. Number 1. Pro-Ject Debut Carbon Evo. If you want to enjoy the rich sound of vinyl without compromising on even a speck of glorious audio information, the Pro-Ject debut Carbon Evo is one of the best turntables for this, and that makes it one of the best decks on the planet right now. Also, the carbon fiber Tony arm is pre-mounted with a very capable Ortofon or Sumica cartridge, a new motor design, some damped and adjustable feet, and automatic speed change contribute no end to the debut Evo's improved performance and improved ergonomics over the previous Pro-Ject model. Simply put, it sounds fantastic. It doesn't matter what sort of music you like to listen to, the debut Carbon Evo laps it up. Our testing process revealed a detailed and compelling deck that's able to focus on the minutiae even as it describes the complete picture. And it does so with conviction. The debut Carbon Evo has all the warmth and weight that vinyl is famous for, but it refuses to get bogged down. It simply motors along in the most natural way imaginable. Its steel platter is now heavier, thanks to a thermoplastic ring on its inside edge. This reduces operation noise. And there's now a suggestion of convenience in the shape of a speed change switch at the bottom of the plinth. Previously, you'd have to take off the platter and move the drive belt to change speeds. But now, 33.3 revolutions per minute can become 45 revolutions per minute, or vice versa at a press. You can change the drive belt itself in order to play at 78 revolutions per minute. Both belts are included in the package. The one-piece tone arm is made of carbon fiber and comes fitted with a very capable Ortofon 2 millions red cartridge, except in America, where it features a Sumico Rainier cartridge instead. With a choice of 9 finishes, including 5 very attractive new satin options, there's sure to be a debut Carbon Evo to fit in with your interior decor choices. The debut Carbon Evo is the most refined, upgraded, and enjoyable Pro-Ject model we've ever tested, which is why it's our pick for the best turntable you can buy, but it's also the most expensive. Don't let the price put you off if you can afford it, though. This concludes our ranking of the top best turntables. If you find this video to be useful, kindly press the thumbs up button. Which one are you going to pick? Fill out the space below with your thoughts. For your time, I'm grateful. Please like and subscribe to our channel if you found this video to be helpful in any way so you won't miss any upcoming stuff. Whoever got this far, when the next video comes out, I want to see you there.